Yo, what's up, everyone? Happy, what's today? Today's Friday. Long time no see. That song was called Samurai by Michael Cretu. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while since I've streamed. I've been pretty busy this last week. I had a lot going on. I'll talk about that later. And then there was also, what's it called? Oh yeah, E3 happened. That was cool. How did I get an early copy of New Horizon? You'll see. So I decided I wanted to play Minecraft today because I played it. I started a new world like on Sunday, and I played it Sunday night all night because I didn't want to accidentally miss the Nintendo Direct. And then I played it like Wednesday night because I had another meeting like early in the morning and I couldn't sleep. So I already have. We're not starting on a new world. Sorry to spoil the fun. I'm starting with all the shit that I already have. So we'll play Minecraft for a bit. I don't know, however long it's entertaining. Yeah, we'll talk about E3 while we're playing. And then, yeah, I have some other stuff I want to play too, so we'll see. I was thinking of doing Cadence of Hyrule, but I think I might wait a little while to stream that because like everyone's fucking playing it right now. And I'm also not I mean, it looks really good, but man, I really wish I could play with a keyboard. I've played a lot of Crypt of the Necrodancer, and I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time playing it with a controller. I'm so used to playing it with a keyboard, but I don't know, we'll see. But that's not today. For sure that's not today. Today's Brown Bricks. Alright, enough of this fucking 80s shit. Silence. Alright. Close that. We'll get rid of that. We'll pop on over to here. So there might be... I haven't tried streaming this before, and I am playing with shaders. So I might crust up a little bit, especially when we load in. Be prepared for noises, too. I don't know how the volume's going to be on this. It might be loud. So this is it. It's just New World. So I made this map, and it's just a little island in the middle of the ocean. I've only gone off the island a couple of times. All right. I might be crusting. Oh, I got to change some settings. Hold on. Let's do... I got to turn the music back on. Maybe turn the volume back up a little bit. How's that? That's probably good, right? I already had it at the game open. All right. Back to, I got to turn on full screen too. Otherwise you're going to get like these weird little lines. What am I doing here? All right. So this is welcome to my house. It's going to be a little crusty and the frames are going to be a little low while this loads in. Or it might just stay low because of streaming. I don't know. Normally I get about like 60 to 70 FPS with these shaders, but if I'm streaming it might be a little slower. Who knows? So yeah, this is my... Under the island is where I live. You can see I haven't really explored very much. I've gone off the island twice. Yeah, you might hear a few sheep. Well, you'll see. I've gone off the island a couple of times, and it was only to get leather for enchanting purposes. So, yeah, I didn't take my map with me, though. And I went to, there's like this temple thing over here. We'll talk about that more later. So yeah, I got a lot of shit already. Oh, here's my skin. I'm Captain Picard. This is Captain Picard's Desert Island Survival. And I already have... See, this isn't going to be as fun, because I already have a ton of good shit. I already have, like, a pretty perfect pickaxe in terms of enchanting. And I have a really good fishing rod, too. But yeah, let's go see. I'm going to have to... We're going to have to deal with this, because this is causing FPS problems. This is my farm. So the... Hold on. I gotta feed my sheep really quick. So when I started on this island, there was one tree, there was 2 sheep and 1 chicken, and that's it. And I really haven't left the island very much. Oh, I gotta feed my chickens too. Can I get out? Get out of my way. Let me out. Alright, there we go. We're fine. What are you doing out here? Where's it? I hear a zombie. Okay, so let me show you the rest of the island. So there was only 1 tree here when I started, and so at first the things that took me the longest to get, were like, hello turtle, were wood and dirt actually, because there wasn't as much dirt here. I had to dig down and find a lot of the dirt to bring up here. I did find a village nearby. That's how I got the melons and the beets and stuff like that. But I got a good farm going. And then I have my nether portals over here. So I've gone to the nether a bunch. I haven't gone off the island very much, but I've gone to the nether a bunch. And you'll see my cool nether portal, which goes directly into a stronghold, which is very convenient for me. Actually, there's a lot of stuff on this seed that just ended up being, like, extremely convenient. Oh man, we get good frames here. It's all those fucking sheep. I'll just follow my little torch path here. I do have another portal over here just because I wanted to explore, and this one goes like into a mine. Why do I have so much sheep? Because feeding the sheep is actually like my easiest source of experience. So then over here is where I have 2 nice little blaze spawners, so I can get all my shit for my potions. And I can just camp out here. Sometimes I'll sit here if I need experience. I'll just sit and... Ow. Stop. Yeah, you can backseat and give advice if you want. I don't care. So if for people who are wondering, the last time I played Minecraft like any decent amount of time was around when they added like the end and ender dragons and stuff like that. Like, I know about the water update. I know there was like a villager update. I know there was something else. I mean, I know most of the mechanics of the game pretty well, so I don't think you'd really be spoiling all that much by telling me stuff, because I have played hundreds of hours of this game, so it's not that big of a deal. Anyways, so yeah, this is my cool little nether area. Mending enchantment? Yeah, that would be a good idea. I haven't enchanted any of my armor yet because my priority, like my first priority was my pick, for sure. Anything else over here? My first priority was my pick, and then like my weapons after that. But I think right now, actually, my priority, I kind of want to explore a little more, because there's a bunch of directions I haven't explored at all. I need to kill some of these fucking creatures. I kind of want to just make TNT and blow it up in here. Witness this is what it's like to work in a slaughterhouse. Let me just get the frames up to like at least a little higher than 30. It's weird. I guess it's because I'm streaming right now. Because even with all these sheep and chickens, I was getting like around 50 FPS when I wasn't streaming, so. I like, sometimes when I let them out, they just jump up here and jump right back in. It's pretty funny. So I also have a mine down here. Maybe this will save our frame rate a little bit. Show you my mine. I'm pretty good on most, like, materials right now, though. See, and I just, like, it goes through this block for some reason. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, this is where I do my, like, strip mining, pretty much. Here comes that music. Yeah, I'm either in, like, a building or an exploring mood right now. I don't, like, I still have a lot of diamonds. I have a lot of materials, actually. I have a bunch of, I would like to find a, see, here's the thing. I found some wolves earlier, and I tamed them, and I know the wolves teleport, but they didn't follow me back to my base. Which I kinda don't understand why they didn't come with me. Because they were teleporting with me all the way until I got in my boat, and then, oh, no. So my dogs didn't come with me. That's the thing, if I get a horse too, I don't think I'll be able to bring the horse back home with me. How far is my island to the mainland? It depends which direction you go. It's not that far, it's just a short boat ride, but I will take my map with me this time. Oh, this is so, these trapdoors are, where's my, I have a pet. There he is. This is my upside down chicken. He lives in here with me. He's a cool guy. I got a lot of eggs. In fact, I have too many eggs. I'll take care of that. Oops. Oh no, I got rid of my lava. God damn it. I guess that's what I get. Good thing I have extra lava. Sorry you had to watch that, Grum. Oh no, Grum, I'm sorry. What are you doing? Who said you could come out? Hold on. I don't want to accidentally ruin my lava again. Which shader am I using? I'm using Seuss Renewed, but you have to do some shit to, I could press Q in the lava, but then the eggs wouldn't accidentally hatch and burn the sheep, sheep. Burn the, chickens up. And where's the fun in that? Let's see, what do I need to bring with me? First off, I think it's pretty stupid that you can't enchant shields. I don't get why you can't enchant shields. That makes no sense to me. I gotta see, yeah, I have a bunch of, like, enchanted books and some other enchanted stuff. This is actually a better sword, but I'm waiting until I'm, like, done with this one. But I gotta see, that's the other thing I have to see right now. Is what enchantments. Okay, well I can get protection 4, or depth strider would be nice. Depth strider isn't the one that gives you water breathing, right? It's the one that makes you swim, go fast underwater, I think. Oh, protection 4 on here too. Fire protection. Yeah, I might save. When I get level 30, I'll do protection 4. Check out my shit real quick. So let's see, what should I'm gonna bring my map with me. That's for sure. I don't need to bring a lot of this shit with me. I need more storage, actually, but I'll deal with that later. Got a lot of wool. I can leave the leather. Probably leave the diamonds. I have 3 sets of diamond horse armor from the goddamn... I can get rid of this. I have 3 sets of diamond horse armor from the stronghold, or the nether fortress, which is pretty funny. Could probably get rid of these. This iron shit. Yeah. I gotta bring some potions with me, too. What the fuck else can I get rid of here? Let's put on some music. Cat. Why? Well, so when I started, there were only 2 sheep. That's why I put them all next to me, because it was convenient. I might end up building a thing that just automatically kills them, or something like that. Because there's so many, if they all got funneled into like a 1-block space, they'd just die. Left ear music. There's a thing, yeah, you can, so in Java, yeah, I could decrease it separately, but I don't care. It's a good reminder that I have a horrible death farm for sheep and chickens in my house. It's nice to be reminded of those things. So I don't need this axe with me, right? This I want to use on my bow at some point. I should probably bring, maybe like one of these. I made a shit ton of water breathing potions because I got to do that underwater temple at some point. But last time I went there, I almost got, I didn't know, so I'd never seen one of those before. And, I didn't know about the Guardian things. And the Guardians kinda, I got in there and I had water breathing on. And then suddenly I was stuck. With like I didn't know about the like mining debuff that they used. And so I got like stuck underwater with no water breathing potion. And I almost died, but I actually made it out. Gotta get rid of some of these. I wish I could do something else with these eggs. But I'm forced to throw them into the lava. Cakes. This is more fun than cakes. You can live. I mean, I do have a cake. It's half eaten already. Oh, so the other thing I've been dealing with is these fucking turtles, man. I still don't fully understand. Okay, let me put my diamonds away. I'm trying to get my shit ready for... Am I gonna bring... The shield fucking sucks, man. Maybe it's good at some point, but... No. That's probably fine. Could probably bring more wood with me. I don't actually have more wood right now. I think I... Did I use all my wood? I don't really need wood right now. We're fine. Anyways. Do I really need the fishing rod? No, I could probably leave my fishing rod here right now. I don't need all this food either. Yeah, I actually fished up because I just got Lure and Luck of the Sea. Like all of these this book, and like these rods and this bow were all from fishing. Arrows and no bow, good point. Where'd my bow go? What I'm gonna do... Okay, here's a question. If I do bow and... okay, so it doesn't actually repair the bow. Which just sucks, but whatever. That's gonna cost 16? Whatever. We'll level up. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna explore and we're gonna level up. Somehow their eggs are now winding up out in the water. I don't really know how that's happening. And all the chickens are getting pushed to the corners right now. Anyways, let's go explore. Can I put this on my offhand? Yeah, I can. So let's go. So this way, there's a desert town area. And I've been there, and that's where I got a lot of my leather. And this way, there's like a tundra biome. Those are the two places I've been to. So I've been this direction a little bit. There was a shipwreck and the underwater temple. I still have eggs with me. I want to just fill out this map. Let's just fill out this map and see what's around. I know there's a little bit of swamp. So I wanted to ask about the turtles. I've been trying, because I know you can get a turtle helmet, right? But to make a turtle helmet... Also, my island looks cool from far away. To get a turtle helmet, you need like 5 baby turtle skins or shells or whatever they are. 5 scoots, yes. And I've been breeding turtles like crazy. I have a bunch that just like live on my island. And I see the eggs, they lay the eggs, but I never see the baby turtles. The eggs just hatch at some point and I'm probably not paying attention. And I never see any shells around. I've seen more turtles show up. No, I don't live that far from the mainland. I mean, when you're on my island, you can't really see this, but... this is probably the closest landmass. Other directions, there's just more, small islands. I could build a bridge, yes. But would I want to? I do need silk touch at some point, too. This is a new biome to me, too. I don't remember this, like, blue ice biome. Oh, wait, we're filling out the map, so... I haven't really been this direction. Ice spike biome. Yeah, let's just go over this way. We'll go outside the map for a while. Oh yeah, if you want to see the ocean with these shaders, the ocean is pretty freaky. Especially at night. And there are those goddamn water zombies now. I hate those things. They come up to the edge of my island pretty much every night, and I don't like them. Was that a dolphin? I had a dolphin jump on my island and just die once. And he gave me a fish. That was pretty cool. Hello. There he goes. Yeah, so far this seed has actually been really cool. Especially because early on, I was extremely limited by only having like 1 tree and very little... I was living off apples for the first like 3 or 4 hours I was playing this game because I didn't want to kill any of my like sheep or chickens because I just didn't have that many. Yeah, this is like real ocean living. I don't know if this is because of the... Again, it's been a while since I played, so I don't know if this was because of the, like, the water update made ocean biomes, like, actually fucking huge. But the last few times I played Minecraft, getting a seed where it was, like, actual huge oceans that felt like they were oceans was pretty rare. They did expand them. Yeah, that makes sense. So there's some, here's something. Let's exploring. There's some pumpkins over here, which to me, is it still a thing where pumpkins spawn over dungeons? Because that's how it used to be. Because if that's a thing, maybe we should do a little exploring here. I should have brought shit to make extra maps. You've never heard of that? It's been like that since they added dungeons. Or since they added pumpkins, pretty much. You've never heard that? That random pumpkins world spawns are above structure spawns? Only one way to find out. See, this is what's nice about streaming after I already have a bunch of shit. It's like I can do stuff fast, you know? Mining is probably the worst part of this game, if you're watching it. I mean, mining is the chill part of this game. But I feel like if you're watching a stream of this game, someone doing, like, strip mining is probably the most boring part of it. But, I mean, that's a good time to talk. So, speaking of talk, have at you. Enough talk. Let's talk about E3. There wasn't a whole lot that I was very excited for. I'm just gonna go all the way down here and see if my theory was right at all. I'll dig out a little area down here too, but I'm starting to think maybe they changed that. Big things for me were Doom looks cool. Ori and the Blind Forest 2. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Final Fantasy VII Remake, which, as you know, I am playing through Final Fantasy VII right now. Or have been. It's been a couple weeks since I played, but I was very happy. There were a couple of... Oh, I hear lava. It was kind of a conflicting thing to watch the Final Fantasy VII Remake stuff. Because part of it was like, oh wow, I was worried about the combat system, and I was like, shit, is this just gonna be Final Fantasy 15 all over again? I was pretty convinced that that's just what it was gonna be. Okay, we're at Bedrock now, so. But I hear water. Oh, hey there. Do I have buckets on me? I don't. VSync is actually good. Yeah, I mean, with the average FPS I get with this shader pack, I don't really know if I want to turn on VSync. Because it'll probably force me down to 30 FPS more often than 60 FPS. Redstone's good, though. So I was very concerned about the combat system in Final Fantasy VII Remake. But I was very happy with what they showed. I think it's a cool mix between turn-based and... Hello, cunt. You want some, too? What do we have here? Why is there grass down here? That's weird. Really no point for me to explore this cave, but... so yeah, I was really worried it was going to be like Final Fantasy 15, which, like... I only played part of Final Fantasy 15, and it was, like, alright. But I didn't love it. Yeah, my pumpkin theory isn't looking very good right now. Also, what's up, Skeleton? I'm doing okay. So that was cool. What wasn't cool is, like... And this is how I felt when they showed the trailer, like, a month ago. Is it's like, they've only been showing, like, the first 20 minutes of the game over and over again. And I'm like, cool, so where's the rest of it? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more than, like, Midgar and the train sequence. I'm using Seuss Renewed. Hold on. I'm not using, I'm using vanilla textures. So no resource packs. I'm using default, and then shaders, I'm using SEUS renewed. But to get the water to work right, there's something you kind of have to do. There's like something you have to actually go into the shader pack and change some of the lines of code. Yeah, it looks like there isn't any kind of dungeon shit around here. So yeah, I was like, you know, so how much is gonna be in this game? And a month ago, I was like, man, if it's only Midgar, that's gonna really suck. So if you watched my streams of Final Fantasy VII, I finished Midgar at about like the 6-hour mark. And I'd say it took me that long mainly because I was reading all of the dialogue. You know, games like that don't have voice acting and just have text, like old JRPGs and stuff like that. If you're streaming them and you're reading all the dialogue out loud and like trying to do voice acting and stuff like that, the game takes much longer. Like people can read a lot fast, you know, a lot faster. So they said that, I mean, the main thing they confirmed is that like the motorcycle escape chase up to that point at least was in the game. And like, yes, it's cool that they're fleshing out Midgar more. See, here's the thing. If they make Midgar like fully realized and detailed and shit like that, it'll make it much easier later on in the game. Like when you come back to Midgar, you know, there's the whole section where you go back on disc 3 and it'll be a lot easier for them because it'll already be made and shit like that. But at the same time, it's like people, man, I keep reading online. There's so many people that misremember Final Fantasy VII because I see people are like, why are people complaining? You know, Midgar's the first entire disc, and it's not at all. I don't know why people think that Midgar is the entire first disc. Midgar was long, like by the standard of like RPG games back when Final Fantasy came out, Final Fantasy VII came out, but it's not actually that long of a part. It's like a third, maybe a third of the first disc. If you've been watching me, we just finished Wutai last stream. And Wutai is still, I'm still on disc 1. Like I've streamed, I think 6 or 7 streams of Final Fantasy VII, and we're still on disc 1. So to me, it's like, yeah, Midgar's like barely the intro. Like it sets up the characters. It doesn't even set up the main storyline of the game. Like goodbye. Oh. Piss off, zombie. I don't know where I am right now. Is that a witch? Oh, fuck off. Yo, what's up, Muncho? You know, so here's the thing. I'm totally cool with them like adding a ton of shit to the game. And I'm totally okay with them like dramatically changing elements of the story and like trying new stuff. I think that's fine. As long as the overall story is the same with Sephiroth and Meteor and all that shit, like as long as that's the same, that's the fuck, what is that? As long as that shit's the same, I'm okay. But yeah, Scoop brings up a good point. If each one of these sections of the game is going to be $60, and at bare minimum, it's like a 3-part game, that's a $180 Final Fantasy VII game. I mean, and that's my feeling too, is like Midgar is cool, but arguably it's one of the least interesting parts of the game. Like it kind of sucks you in early on and is very interesting and cool and good. But then once the game opens up after Midgar, it gets way more interesting and way more stuff happens and you can kind of learn more about the world and stuff like that. And so making like a 20-hour game. I don't think it's going to be 20 hours. I think it's going to be closer to 8 to 10 hours, which would be surprising if it is actually 2 Blu-rays. But here's the thing, maybe there's some of this that's just lost in translation, and like the game, see, to me the ideal place to end a chapter 1, or if you're going to break that game into pieces, hello, what's over here? I've never been over here before, have I? If you're gonna break the game into pieces, maybe I should wait until morning. To me, a first chapter ends not like at Midgar. It really should be ending at like... My suggestion would be you end the first episode on the boat to after Junon, where you fight like the final boss being... Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep here tonight. What is this thing? Repair and disenchant. Don't mind if I do. So you have like no, I don't need any of that shit. You make the end boss of the first episode be Jenova. So you fight Jenova on the boat to Junon. And yeah, I mean, Scoot, I'd rather have them release the whole thing at once, but then it's not going to come out ever, and they're going to run out of money developing it probably. Oh, there's some mossy blocks here too. I could take those. But having like Jenova as a final boss for that area would be really cool. OpenGL area. See, I've never got... Vinny was getting these. I never got those before, except this must be a streaming thing. It must be the game getting captured is causing that. Anyway, nice morning out here. Ooh, there's horses. And cows. Hello, friend. I'm streaming with my CPU. But this game is also very CPU intensive. And right now my streaming, because I'm doing 1080 60 FPS, which is still a change for me, and I'm still working on GPU encoding options. And like my CPU is going up to like max like 35 to 40% for the encoding, depending on what's on screen. So I think I am bottlenecking the game a little bit by streaming it. I think OpenGL might be fucking up because of like how it handles the screen capture or something. Hello, horse. So to me, I keep getting sidetracked. To me, ending like with that Jenova fight makes a lot of sense because like Jenova really is like the main bad guy of the game other than Sephiroth, and they're kind of like one and the same in some ways. And also on the boat, you actually run into like Sephiroth is there, like in spirit form or whatever, when you fight Jenova, and he's you know, they showed him in the preview and stuff like that, and like Cloud's weird flashbacks or whatever, but like in the actual, why am I putting bread in my offhand? In the actual game, you know, you don't see Sephiroth until like wow, I forgot I had Fortune 3 on my pickaxe. Look how much coal I got from when we were in that cave. You don't see Sephiroth for a long time in the actual game. Like you see him. Are these iron blocks? Yeah, dude. I'm gonna take these. I already have a blast furnace, so I don't really need to take that. Those are stone blocks? No. Oh yeah, they are smooth stone. Just mine them and throw them in the ocean. Thanks, dude. Yeah, there are blocks for every metal now. It's a fucking dick. I'll take this hay though. Hay is very helpful. What the fuck was that? Did something shoot at me? probably just use a torch for this. So yeah, you end with this fight with Jenova, and you end with this section. So once you go through Junon, like a lot of shit happens in Junon. There's a lot of exposition and shit like that. Hey, what's up, dog? Emeralds for arrows, emeralds and gravel for flint. Yeah, I'll pass. It would be nice if there was a cartographer here. So many entities. Is that what E at the top stands for? I don't know what C, E, and U mean. I don't know what the bells do either. Last time I played, villager mechanics were way simpler. Oh shit, son. I got you. Huh? Yeah, let me find some more wheat for you here really quick. Oh, Bell makes them go inside for the raids. Yeah, I have come across pillagers and killed them. But I had the buff, the debuff thing. I guess it probably reapplies when you have the banner in your inventory. But thanks, dog. Yeah, I don't need any of your bread though. Thanks for the emeralds though. If I want to build my own village, you recommend I steal the bell? Alright, I'll take the bells. Bells make golems spawn. I was reading about the mechanics, so I know that there's breeding mechanics for the villagers now. I know that the golem, there's like the gossiping mechanics. Oh, carrots. I needed carrots. Nice. Potatoes would be nice too. What's up, dude? Don't mind me. Yeah, so there are breeding mechanics. Door breeding. I don't even know what the fuck that means. There's some other shit with villagers too. They did change a lot. And there's like the wandering trader now, who I already had visit my, I'd like a horse, but I can't get it back to my island. At least I don't think I can. Door breeding. Yeah, I'm playing on I'm playing on the newest version. What do you want? Clay? I ain't got no clay. I'm guessing no cartographer then. Animals can ride boats. You can take it even... I've had turtles get stuck inside of my boats before. I don't need beetroot seeds. Windows... Oh, playing the Windows 10 version. Bedrock? What the fuck? Why would you play Bedrock? I just want all this wheat, even though I have a good wheat farm. It's pretty okay. I've heard the performance on it is better, but like there's just like a lot of small mechanics that are weird. I'd rather play the Education Edition, yeah. I fucking never finished my thoughts about... Oh, fuck. I thought that was water. About Final Fantasy VII. Anyways, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with that game. I'm going to play it when it comes out. But I'm cautiously optimistic for it. Notch never gave us floating islands, that's true, but neither did Microsoft. Not cheated himself. Well, I mean, he worked on it for a long ass time. And then he sold it for a fuckload of money. I mean, selling Mojang, like, I get why he did. Like, if you were making a game, I mean, some game developers, I'm sure, are super passionate. Like, think about like the developers for like Dwarf Fortress. They've been working on that game for over a decade now, pretty much. Like, I can understand at some point if your game gets big and popular and like you've been working on it for like 7 or 8 years, that eventually you'd just be like, all right, I'm ready to do something else now. I'm good. Of course, he hasn't done anything else. I think there's a term for it. I forget what it's called, but there's a psychological, I wouldn't call it a condition, but a mental state where like you've reached your peak already in life and you go into like a deep depression because you don't feel like you can ever get to that height again. Well, see, here's the thing. I know a lot of people hate Notch because of his shit on Twitter. I think that's a symptom of him. He's turned into kind of like a mega troll because he just doesn't care anymore. I don't think he's like inherently a terrible person. I just think that he probably, after he made this game and became like a overnight celebrity almost and became a billionaire, he just didn't fucking know what to do with his life anymore. And he has no way, he's never gonna make a Minecraft 2. And he's never gonna reach that like peak again. And so he's just become like very bitter and jaded because of it. Yeah, he donates to charity. I mean, he does other stuff. And like, to be honest, the people that he argues with on Twitter are not like always the most well-spoken intellectual folk. You know, people know Twitter can be a wild west sometimes, you know, with Will Smith. Wild West. I don't know any of the other words to that song. Also, it comes into one of those like art versus artist debates, and like how much can you excuse for a person? Like, can you enjoy a person's creation even though maybe the person is absolutely fucking horrible? I'll go ahead and loot this really quick. Which I've always kind of been of the belief that, you know, just because someone is a bad person doesn't mean that they can't contribute meaningful things to society and whatnot. Whoa, okay. Some shit in here. Stocking up on that wheat. What is Curse of Banishing? This shit all looks like it sucks, but I kind of want to just take it anyways. But what can I get rid of? Guess I don't really need bones or eggs. Just add it to my collection. So I've never been over here before. I should probably go home and unload my inventory though. I need that coal. I need all these stacks of coal to add to my coal collection. You can't separate them from their work. See, Skeletoxin, that's the other thing too. Like, Notch is one example where he's like, the majority of Minecraft is Notch, right? Like, he was the one who did almost all the shit. But recently, so if we're talking about, you know, people getting upset over, you know, whatever phobics or people who are frowned upon in society or whatever, creators that are frowned upon. I saw people recently getting very mad about one of the I guess the composer for Dragon Quest had a Japanese politician on his show that like was really anti-gay or something like that, and was being like super fucked up on his show or something. I don't know all the details of it, but that's one of those kinds of things. Excuse me, no. That must be where the temple is. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, this is the temple, for sure. I already knew this was here because I have a map for it, but yeah, so for like this Dragon Quest composer, right? I've seen people who are like, you know, fuck Dragon Quest, fuck Square Enix, like they're homophobic or whatever. And that's one of those things where it's like, you know, one guy on a team of hundreds of people, like, you probably, if you really dug into like every like consumable media, whether it's like music or movies or video games or books or something like that, especially like music and movies and music to an extent, but like video games and movies, there's a big, you know, there are hundreds of people that work on those things. And I guarantee you, if you took the time to like, you know, dox everyone and research every one of their, you know, social media accounts or try and find everything they said, that like everything you've ever enjoyed in your life when it comes to like movies and shit, there's always going to be someone who has horrible beliefs and is a genuinely shitty person. Like, shitty people exist everywhere. You don't like that's not really that much of a special thing. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. And also, a person being shitty is subjective to an extent. Like, you know, maybe because I feel one way about something, that makes me a shitty person, where other people would feel differently. You know what I mean? So I think it's hard. This is like the Randy Pitchford thing with Borderlands 3. Like, I'm actually interested in Borderlands 3. I think it's going to be a cool game, and I'm interested in playing it. But I also think Randy Pitchford is a dumbass, and I think he's does a lot of stupid shit. But, you know, me personally, I don't let that ruin the game for me or the experience. Just like I know recently people have been on a kick of, what's his name? Jim Carrey is another one that he said some like dumbass anti-vax shit, which, you know, I don't agree with, but, you know, I still enjoy his movies. Some of them. Actually, a lot of them. I think he's a very good actor. That's the thing, is you can be very good at certain stuff and still be a piece of shit. Like, how do I zoom out my map with the cartography table? Does anyone know? So I don't have to look it up on the wiki. I need more chests, like, bad. Map and paper. I mean, if you personally are of the stance where, you know, if someone does something shitty, you can never enjoy anything related to them, like, I totally understand that. I'm not trying to tell anybody that's, like, a wrong thing to do, or whatever. It's like, you know, another good example is, like, John Lennon and the Beatles, right? I love the Beatles, and, like, John Lennon is a known piece of shit, and it's like, well, yeah, that sucks. Let's see, I need paper, right? Do I just need one piece of paper, or do I need, like, stacks? Oh, I gotta take it off my shit. Yeah, I know about the dragging stuff. The left-click drag I'm not as used to. Don't take this the wrong way, but what the fuck is in my house? Hey, man, it's like, you know... It's my house. Okay, this is as big as it's gonna get. That's what she said. Oh, it redraws everything? Damn, okay. Well, I want to fill out this map, so that's the next thing we're gonna do. So the way I built this house is when I started on this island, I was digging for dirt, and there was a lot of sand here originally, and I hit one of the sand blocks, and there was already a cave down here, a small cave, and like the whole ceiling collapsed in here. And so I dug everything out that had collapsed in, and since there was a ton of sand, I made a bunch of glass, and I just built like this little tiny underground house. You can make a waypoint on a map by right-clicking on a banner. Does the Illager banner count? Like if I do this? What do you mean right-clicking on a banner? Oh yeah. Ominous banner. Can I take it off? Oh yeah. I haven't fucked with banners that much. I understand them, but I haven't made any yet. Yeah, it's a sunroof, exactly. And there's also like, I wanted to build like more glass and have like a view of the ocean. Sometimes enemies do spawn in my house though, and I'm not sure why. Like sometimes I'll come up from the mine and there'll just be like a zombie in here or something. Yeah, this is basically Minecraft 2 at this point. What are you doing in there? You're not Grum. Am I playing with any mods? No, the only thing I'm playing with is a shader pack. Not enough light. Yeah, where do I not have enough light, though? Like, I have lanterns on the ceiling. I have torches everywhere. Like, where could there possibly be not enough light? Right, like, right here in the carpet? Light the carpet on fire? I actually did put carpet over by my lava at one point because I wasn't sure if, it would catch on fire, and it definitely did catch on fire. Oh yeah, where's the light? Server light, client light, looking at block. Where the fuck does it say that? Where does it say the light level? Debug Pi. Is it? Yeah, I don't know. Some other F button exclusive to light levels? Maybe. Wait, so is that E at the top? I wasn't looking at chat. Is that entities? So like when I'm looking this direction, that means I have like hundreds of sheep? F3 plus Q? Oh, like at the same time? What the fuck? Whoa. I didn't know about this. I don't know what any of this shit is. Whatever. Yeah, they always kind of end up around here. So I really don't know. Hang my bells up for now. What other shit ass dead dude? Don't need this shit, don't need this shit. Put the grindstone somewhere for now. Advanced tooltips? Oh, huh, how about that? Oh boy. Yeah, here go the frames. It's definitely because I'm streaming too, because it doesn't normally get this bad. Yeah, my chests are not organized at all. I mean, they're loosely organized. Everything in here is basically food. Everything in these is building materials. This is all decorative materials. This is all, like, shit. This is all, potions, and this is all enchanting. So, like, they're kind of organized. Burn sheep to get cooked food instantly. That's a good idea. I am running out of space right now. Oh, I wanted to plant... Can you just plant potatoes and carrots like this? I need a new, I'm gonna make a diamond hoe. Why is that chicken upside down? Because he's cool. Could enchant my diamond hoe. Are there unique hoe enchantments? Unbreaking. Unbreaking. I don't want that because there's actually an achievement for using up a whole hoe. Diamond hoe, at least. It's factory farming at its finest. Do I have dirt on me? No, I don't. There's dirt in here? I don't know why I have 2 crafting tables in here. The other thing about having this many sheep and chickens in such a small place that's nice is it's actually very easy experience for, you know, for getting levels for enchanting. Whoops. It is killing my FPS, though, for sure. Can we, sure. You know what's funny too is these shaders actually, like, performance-wise, I guess I should build a separate thing for potatoes. Is that I get about the same, well, not with my fucking farm here, but like when I'm playing single player, I get about the same FPS that Vinny was getting when he was streaming this. I'm using the same shader pack that he was using. And I mean, my video card is still a good card. A 980 Ti is still a very good graphics card, even though it is a couple generations old at this point. Need more paper, too. You like that I have Kingamajig in my Twitter banner? Yeah. He's good. He's a good lad. I do want to find a strong... So, did they change with strongholds at all? I know they still spawn, like, in concentric circles from the spawn point of the game. At least I think they do. Like, certain numbers of chunks away. Hello, turtle. But do you still have to basically either get lucky or use ender pearls? Oh, I have ender. I know how they function, pretty much. I can't deal with these eggs. We're gonna breed some turtles, too. Chicken torture room. There we go. I wish I could just eat the eggs. Alright, turtles. So they'll lay their eggs around here somewhere. So I'm pretty sure one of these two is one that... Get out of my boat. I don't know why the turtles get in my boat sometimes, and then they get stuck in there. Get out of there. Dumbass turtles. I want that fucking turtle helmet, though. Are there still 2 turtles over here? I know there are 2 over here. Come here. What happened to the one that was over here? There was like... Oh, there he is. Yeah, sorry for the shitty frame rate, but that's just because of these fucking chickens. So yeah, if you download this shader pack and you try and use it on 1.14, the water actually doesn't render correctly. There, you have to go in and edit. Or if you want it, I can upload the shader pack with the fixed water. If you watched Vinny stream it, he had like weird transparent water. That's what happens if you just use the normal version of Zeus Renewed with 1.14, but... Yeah, I thought that you could, like, cook eggs. Cakes kind of suck, to be honest. Because, like, it's a lot of materials. Oh. It's a lot of materials, especially when you don't have a regular source of milk. Don't mind me. You did your thing. And they only restore, like, and then you have to place them, and you can't move them afterwards, and they only restore 1 health per fucking bite. Yeah, okay, so here we go. We got eggs. But I guarantee they're gonna hatch, and we're never gonna fucking see the baby. And we're never gonna see it grow up. So we're not gonna get the shit from it. Could limit it. Like, can I build blocks around it? Or like, can I build a fence around it, maybe? Would that work? Yeah, pumpkin pie is kind of better. I can put like walls. Would do fences work? Like if I just put fence like around here. Catch them faster by jumping on them. That sounds like a good idea. All right, we'll do fences. Fences are buggy. All right, well. We'll do netherrack. Because why the fuck not? Yeah, you might be able to... See, now this motherfucker's in the way, though. See, what I'm worried about, though, is they're gonna hatch. And then they're gonna, like, suffocate. Or something. But yeah, this might work. I need wood anyways. We'll get rid of this tree. We'll give it a little bit of space, though. This is a protected turtle breeding area. Parents are off limits. I'll leave it open at the top, though. I feel like if it's completely enclosed, they won't spawn. Or something. Use glass mobs. Well, they're not going to suffocate in this. There's no way a turtle's going to suffocate in that. So. And netherrack's easy to destroy, so. That's fine. Also, let's talk about how this game has, like, the best soundtrack of any video game ever. I need you to get out of here. This one will give a shit ton of space. Oops. Kind of walked on him there. Yeah, I have the soundtrack on CD. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of doing this before. That's a good idea. Do I have it on vinyl? No. I should get it on vinyl. I didn't really... He came out with an album. Look at this sad turtle. Just fucking... It's like, I can't be by my eggs anymore. I think there was a vinyl release of it. Yeah, I ordered Kerosene on vinyl. I didn't order What Could Go Wrong. I like Kerosene a lot, so... I did get a What Could Go Wrong shirt, though. Man, my frames. I get 20 more frames. No, more like 30 frames by just not looking at my sheet. I hear you fucking wander zombies. It's these motherfuckers. I hate these things. Play with them. I do need more, Where the fuck are you going? I do need some more, experience, so... Do drowned zombies actually kill eggs? Is that a thing? Is that a real thing? Yeah, that's enough for now. I don't know. Yeah, that goes in there. They go out of their way to attack eggs. Maybe I've never had an egg hatch then. But the drowned zombies can't come on land, right? I've had a drowned zombie show up in here before, actually, which was really weird. How do I make a cartographer's table again? I'm gonna take that in case I go back to that village. Let's sleep. Oh no, I was gonna feed animals. That's right. I don't need to bring this hoe with me. Frames are getting crusty. Can you fucking just not? I need to make more. I don't need to make more animals, I just need experience. Maybe maybe I'll make the paddock larger at some point. It's good. This is good experience. And I need the levels for enchanting because I spent fucking 16 levels on that bow. All right, now the chickens. Gotta kind of wait for the chickens to build up here. Unless they're all like kind of permanently stuck in the corner. Getting a little jostled. Hey Lenny, what's up? Just doing some farming here. Keep in mind, when I started this island, there was only 2 sheep and 1 chicken, so... That's why they're all in the same pen. See, they're coming, they're getting out of... Some of them are stuck in the corners, but... They get out eventually. Some of them, eventually... So, it's... In Java Edition... I believe it's 24 entities can exist in the same space before they start taking damage. So yes, it is possible that I can put so many chickens and sheep in here that they will start taking damage. I've heard them take damage before. I don't know why they get stuck in the corners though. Trying to use all these seeds. Look at, I'm just picking up eggs too. Could get some wool too. Oh, they all stopped for a second there. That was weird. It's probably like burning my computer up right now. OBS says it's using like 50% of my CPU, which seems a little weird. Do you guys have encoding options right now? That's probably why the game's running like shit a little bit too. Oh, it only uses 1 core? That would probably explain why the performance is shit. So maybe after I do some more exploring, one of the things I'll do is I'll build a bigger sheep pen. I don't really want to kill all of them. I'll kill some of them, but it would be kind of fun to just dynamite this whole thing. Yeah, get back in there. Go in. Go in. Go back in. Go back in. Wow, yeah, that's like 100 and over. That's a lot of fucking wool blocks. Oops. I need all this wool. I don't know why, but I do. Let's throw some eggs. Like, if I need that much XP... Wait, what should I do for that much XP? Ugh. I just killed a baby. You want to see something else that's cool? Oh, one escaped. Oh, one of those hatched into 4, I think. Bummer. Alright. I just don't need the eggs right now. I wish eggs stack. I'd keep the eggs if they stacked to 64. The scaling wall. I mean, what? I was at level 1 not that long ago. I got like 17 levels just from. What are you doing to each other? Yeah, I can use them as fuel too. I have a lot of kelp around me too that I can use as fuel. Okay. So the reason I got paper is because I want to go to the other town really quick. Where's my boat? Oh. I gotta get rid of these. No, don't escape. Chicken's gonna escape. Oh man, my frames are fucking terrible right now. Yeah, there's a mod for stacking, I know. I just don't want to use mods right now. Maybe at some point I will, especially like when I start doing like redstone shit. Because I really like redstone. That's, for me, before like they really added a lot to this game, redstone stuff is what kept it interesting for me. Like making redstone contraptions and like weird farms and auto harvesters and shit like that. I like that stuff. I understand redstone pretty well because it's really just mostly basic electrical engineering with like some weird quirks because of the engine. Maybe I should bring a saddle with me. To get a horse, do you just put a saddle on it, or do you have to like feed him shit? I don't need this. I should bring some iron with me just cause. You have to break the horse. Ride bareback till it loves you. Whatever, fuck it. God, these goddamn eggs. Picking up more eggs. Just throw them into the ocean. Wait until he's willing to let you on. And then you ride him a few times. The most advanced stuff I've made with redstone has been like some crazy doors. And the last big thing I remember making was like an item sorting and storing and recovery system where it was like a bunch of different buttons, and like basically there were mine carts at the top that would drop stuff into hoppers, and then it would get auto sorted into different chests, and depending on what button you pressed, it would dispense that item. And it was on my old world, which I don't have any of my old worlds, unfortunately. I might actually check my Dropbox. I might have some of them. They probably wouldn't work. I'd have to use an older version. basically like I had different farms, like automated farms, and the mine carts would bring the items from those farms all to. The fuck is this? Did my boat, like, am I stuck? Where did my boat go? Cool fucking boat, I guess. All right then. Guess I'll just make one when I come back. So I had a bunch of different automated farms, and my mine carts brought them all to one central location in my base and deposited the items, and the items would get sorted so that there was like a big grid of like different items, and you just hit the button of the thing you wanted and it would pop out like a vending machine. Yeah, my boat didn't break because it wasn't an oak boat. It was an acacia boat. So I would have picked up acacia stuff. It just straight up fucking disappeared. So I've been here before. Oh, I don't have my map out. God damn it. Well, I'm on the wrong side of the map anyways. But I wanted to come here to get some more emeralds. Because... I know there's a cartog. Oh, there's the trader over here. What do you got, homie? I could use the Nautilus shells. I think I have... I'll get one for now. I know I have a bunch back at my place. I still need the fucking pearl thing, though. Or whatever it is. Everything looks so bright. I mean, I could probably adjust some of the settings. I did adjust some of them, actually. Here's the cartographer's table I put here earlier. Yeah, Heart of the Sea is what I'm looking for. And I tried getting a map for one, but I got an ocean exploration map. I guess maybe the cartographers don't give you the buried treasure maps. Maybe that's only, maybe you only find those in shipwrecks or something. But what I'm really looking for... Where's, librarian, homie? There you go. Thanks. He's taking books now, too. I don't really want to trade books away, though. Was he selling Heart of the Sea? No. Yeah, there are shipwrecks in this. I just found that out when I was playing, too. Bro. Yeah, there's no Heart of the Sea. Books can be cheaply made, yeah, but I don't have a reliable source of leather. I don't have any cows on my island. What I'd like to do, though... Oh, I traded all my paper away, huh? I need a compass to make a map, don't I? Never mind. I guess I'll just go back. I want to fill out this map first. Yeah, Heart of the Sea I'd really like to find, but as far as I know, they're only in those buried treasure chests. Yeah, I don't have 2 cows, though, Where Whiskey. I only have sheep and chickens. I got plenty of sheep and chickens, though. And getting cows back to my island would be a huge pain. Ranger, maybe you have your brightness on your monitor or, like, the gamma turned up really high. Because it doesn't... I mean, it's white-ish to me, but, like, it's still very much, like, I can tell it's sand. Oh, it's all good. I guess here, yeah, it looks pretty much just straight up white. I could turn, I do have the exposure turned up a little bit. That's a little better. Because when I first started, I was on a tiny island. And I couldn't see fucking anything. So that's why I turned up the exposure. You can put leads on cows. Then somehow get them into the boat. Yeah, I mean, I don't have leads. Can you craft leads, or are they only found in, like, dungeon chests and stuff like that? You can craft them? Leads require slime. I've heard slime near my mine before. But I haven't actually... So I might actually... My home base might be on a slime chunk. But I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I can just get rid of all these. So I can make more paper if I need to. Need slime balls. Yeah, I haven't used any tools to check, like, if my base is on a... yeah, they do slime... Well... So, it's still underground in a swamp biome, right, that they spawn? See, am I on the map now? Oh yeah, we're on the map. Oh, I should eat, huh? They can spawn in the surface on swamp biomes, okay. That makes sense. Oh, what's over here? Is this another town? Look at that shadow. Look at Higo. Ooh. That would have been bad. Do I have Oh, this is sand. That's not going to be very helpful. Let's just go around this giant fucking ravine then. Anything cool down there? Not really. Hello, townsfolk. What do you have for me? Iron horse armor? No thanks. I'll take these apples, though. In case we do run into a horse. Horse. You the blacksmith? I'll take coal for emeralds, huh? I'll do that. I'll do that once. Could use the emeralds. You guys going to sleep? What? Yeah, there's a few weird graphic artifacts at, like, sunset. I've seen worse with Seuss. I've seen, like, if you look at the horizon, everything turns, like, inverted colors and shit like that. What are these? Barrels. Don't mind if I do. I mean, I could make these easily myself. But why make them easily when I could just take them? Ooh, what are you? String. You the string mason? Take this. I don't need the wheat. Fuck it. Oh yeah, Fletcher would make sense. What is this? Green dye? Clay? Yeah, what's up, pigs? So I could put my cartographer's table down here. See, the thing is to get maps, I'm guessing they'd give me another ocean map. Because I tried buying a second map from the same cartographer. And I just got a duplicate of the map I already had. Who's got an empty bed? I want to have a sleepover. Oh, you can color leather armor? I didn't know that. Yep. Yo, I'm sorry I hit you, dude. Yo, is that a fucking skeleton riding a spider? Not anymore, it's not. It's time for night fight. messed that one up. Oh, piss off. What you got in your hands there, boy? Yeah, the creepers are pretty bright. I like the creepers with the shader pack. They look cool. Hello, are we still friends? Oh, you increased your prices because I hit you, huh? Hey, buddy. Is there no more empty beds? I'd really like to just sleep through this. Sleep through the difficult times. That's my motto. What do you got? Fish? Wow, I can give you emeralds to cook my cod for me? What a deal. Town reputation affects prices. I mean, that makes sense, right? What do I need to make a banner again? Do I actually need a loom to make a banner, or can I just make them on a crafting table? It's a wool. I probably don't have wool right now. Because it would be nice to mark the town. Yo, get wrecked, dude. Nice hit, dude. Woolen stick. I don't have wool, so. Oh well. I don't want to break that while he's standing on it. I might accidentally kill him. Or hurt him. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't really want those. I mean, I guess I'll hold on to this carrot. Where did I get a carrot from? Was that in a chest? I guess I'll just keep exploring right now. Yeah, I've murdered millions of sheep. I mean, this is good for experience anyways, which I need. I mean, dying right now would suck, but... Did I get poisoned somehow? Why do I have green food? What am I even enchanting? I need to make a better... I mean, pretty much all my armor needs to be enchanted. The only thing I have right now that I'd consider fully enchanted is my pick. And even then, I probably want a second pick that has Silk Touch. And even my pick has... Yeah, my pick is pretty much, like, solid. It's everything else that could use enchanting. I want to be fully stacked. I don't even... Well, that's the thing, too, is, like... Yeah, mending also. Getting to the, doing, like, the end. And, like, the Ender Dragon and shit like that. I've never actually done it. So I kind of want to just have the best shit. Can't really see my map right now. Pull out my torch. Okay. Big desert here. What's over there? Is that lava? How does enchanting work in this game? You have a, am I already overpowered? What about the other boss? Isn't there another boss? The way it works is you build an enchanting table. So for an enchanting table, you need obsidian, which means you need a diamond pickaxe at the bare minimum. So You need 4 pieces of obsidian and then 2 diamonds, or a diamond and no, it's 2 diamonds, right? It's 2 diamonds and a book. Yeah, Minecraft combat is shit, but I mean, it's still like, if I'm playing, that's kind of what I want to do. I'll do the main content to like quote unquote beat the game, and then I'll just fuck around with like redstone and like building crazy things. I liked going through the content in like the progression though that was made, because to me it's interesting, because I remember playing this game when that progression was almost non-existent. Like adding enchanting and potion brewing and stuff like that added a lot more depth to the game, and I enjoy those. I enjoy. Bro. Yeah, kill him. Shoot your arrow. So basically you make this stand, you make an enchanting stand, which needs obsidian, diamonds, and books. And then you place books around your enchanting stand, and for each book that's placed near it, it has an increased... Ah! I saw that from behind me. For each book that's near your enchanting stand, it increases the max level of enchantments you get. And then your level, so the green bar at the bottom, which you get experience for, your level determines what the maximum enchantment you can do is, and you see which enchantments there are just by putting an enchantment or an item on the table. And then when you actually do the enchantment, you either use 1, 2, or 3 lapis lazuli, which is the blue shit you find underground that isn't diamonds. And you use that along with, it consumes 1 to 3 of your experience levels. So that's why I was like, when I was talking about my farm earlier, I was like, it's good for experience because it's easy for me to get like 3 quick levels just by breeding everything. Looks like we've kind of, ooh, rain. I like the rain with this shader. Oh, it's that biome. You mean a forest? Linny, it would make a lot more sense if I just showed you the enchanting table when I went back to, when I go back to my house. Desert, that's you mean a savanna? Yeah, your levels, you spend, experience is a currency. It doesn't actually like increase your stats or anything like that. It's literally just a currency that's used for enchanting. And repairing and a few other things. I guess I can take these for the dye. Ooh, don't want to fall down there. I do like how the water and the rain looks on this shader, though. You know. The grass is very wet, yes. Yo, Ranger, peace out. Watching Minecraft is cursed, I agree. I mean, we said we were going to fill out this map, so I might as well, like, check out what's going on the coast over here. Heard something. It would be cool to get another... I really wanted a dog. I'd love to find a jungle biome. Actually, jungles are probably my favorite biome in this game, and they weren't in for a very long time. But I think the jungle biome's fucking sick. And I know there's some new stuff in jungle biomes, too. Probably not a lot of new stuff, just a little bit. That's a big thing compared to when I played this last, which was probably 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I don't know. I feel like the biome generation and the world generation in general, excuse me, has just gotten like so much better. And I know you can modify it a little bit with either mods or with just specific variables, but no, stop. I need leather. Yeah, jungle temples are cool. I've definitely seen those before. There are a couple other structures I don't think I've seen before that are fairly new. I've heard they're like woodland cabins or something, like woodland temples. I've never seen those before. Woodland mansion, yeah. I've never seen one of those. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, it looks like it goes into, like, mountain tundra. I'm gonna keep going until I'm at the edge, the corner of this. I just want to fill out this map. Really. That's what I want to do. And then we can hang it up and admire it. In 2010, there were definitely biomes. There just weren't very many of them. I remember, like, when deserts were a new biome. For a while, it was just kind of like, forest, plains, mountains, and, like, beaches weren't their own biomes. It's just beaches generated on the edge of where biomes and ocean were. But ocean was an actual biome, but it just didn't have shit in it. It just had more water. But they weren't as cool as, like, the oceans are now. For sure. I should probably eat, huh? Exploring in this game, that's another reason why I like that the terrain generation has improved, is because exploring is one of my favorite things to do in this game. Just walking around and, like, finding cool areas. Hey, what's up, Ring? I enjoy this game multiplayer, but I think it's much better multiplayer when you're only playing with, like, a couple other people. I think if you're playing on a full server that's, like, focus is multiplayer, it's not worse, but it's, like, a totally different game. Yo, what's up, Pete's? So Dark Forest is a totally different biome now? That's interesting. Yeah, so if you're just getting here, the last time I played, I mean, I played a little bit a couple of weeks ago, but the last time I seriously spent time with this game was around when they added the end and the Ender Dragon, and I've never actually done the end. But I know what, like, strongholds are, I know how Ender Pearls work, I know a lot of the game mechanics, I know everything. So around 1.0, yeah, a little bit after 1.0, I think I still played a bit. But I started in 2010. Actually, before that. I started when it was still in dev. When it was, like, no survival. It was just punch blocks and place them. No crafting or anything. Roofed forests? That sounds interesting. Okay, let's try not to fall too far here. Oh. Yeah, this song is so good. Huh. Anything in here? Nope, not really. I'm still convinced that my pumpkin theory is right. It just isn't always right. I think if we find pumpkins somewhere else, there's still a very high chance that there's not a dungeon, but, like, unless they completely removed those spawner rooms. You know what I mean? There are rooms that have enemy spawners, and they have the grassy, the mossy cobblestone. If they removed those completely, then yeah, maybe there aren't. The pumpkin theory is no longer true. They're still in. Okay. Come back. Alright. Those little dungeons are still in there, just rare. Okay. I don't need this shit. I don't want that. What other shit can I get rid of? I don't... I'll clear out... If I need space, I'll clear out space, but... Alright, I guess we're gonna go this way. You wish you could explore more, but you're so bad that it's astonishing. You can't, skeletons, that's the thing. You make yourself a bed and carry it around with you if you want. Well, that's kind of risky because you might get stuck far away, but you just hide at night. Skeletons are very dangerous, but you gotta, if you get armor too, skeletons aren't really that much to worry about, but skeletons are extremely lethal early in the game. But Pizza is saying he's in a complicated spot because you're addicted to the modded content. But vanilla has some good quality of life changes that are almost indispensable. I actually want to play Terraria again when the new expansion... Dark Forest to my left. That's what this is? So, are the mushrooms what makes it a dark forest? I'm definitely... Did I fucking lose another boat? Oh, no, I didn't. Mushroom trees? Is the Mushroom Island biome still in here, or did they get rid of it? Also dark oak trees. I should get some of this wood. Oh yeah, dark oak is a different type of wood. Because I'm low. Mushroom biome is still around and still rare. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You can get mushrooms. I found one in a vanilla world one time, and I wanted to breed the mushrooms, and so I lured them like across the ocean back to where my base was, and it took like probably an hour and a half of just swimming backwards with the food in my hand and making sure I didn't lose them. Yeah, I really want to play Terraria when the new update comes out. It's been longer since I've played Terraria than it has been since I've played Minecraft, probably. Hello, sheep. Are the forest mansions pretty obvious? Like I'd be able to, I feel like I'd be able to tell if there was one here, like right away. Yeah, I do have a lot of... Terraria is also a game that I think is better multiplayer than Minecraft. And again, Minecraft, to me, the strength in multiplayer is when you're playing with, like, 2 people you know really well. Or just, like, one other person. Y'all dead. Is it true that records only drop off creepers still? What the fuck is up with you? If you get a skeleton to shoot them to die? Is that still a thing? I can't see fucking shit. Yes, there's skeleton drops. Can you kindly fuck yourself? This is probably not a good place to be at night. Fucking hell. Mob heads to drop. What is even that? What's the last thing I remember about Terraria? Hard mode and wings. I know there's like a Cthulhu boss thing. I didn't play at all for like in the last update either. There's probably a fuck ton of stuff in Terraria now. I'm trying to think of... Oh, fuck. Can't believe we've done this. Where am I? Who am I? Where am I? Excuse me, what the fuck was that sound? Is that one of those? Oh, God damn it. Didn't I sleep, like, not that long ago? Let's switch this to 2. Who am I? Whatever. I said where am I? I'm changing the meme. We're changing the meme game. Where am I? Yeah, this is a bad place to be out exploring at night. So if you got here late, that little circle in the upper left of my map, that tiny island, that's where my base is. I grew up on a small island, and as a boy, I shaped the land to my will. Alright, spider. As a wee lad. I still think, even though there's a lot of similarities between the two, to me, Minecraft and Terraria are just fucking totally different games. Don't need... Oh. Okay. Ah! Piss off, creepers. Creepers, go home. Why do I have a chainmail? That's what that motherfucker was wearing. I thought chainmail was like a fake dev thing. Like, I thought that was like, it was fake coded into the game at one point. Chainmail is real now. Yeah, that's new to me. Mob drops only, so I guess I shouldn't throw that away. I mean, I'll probably never use it. Get rid of this glass bottle, though. Give me a boat. Oh, that's a ball. My bad. You're just gonna turn this into sticks, so I only have one type of wood. God, fuck off. Stop. Yeah, Terraria is more like adventure Terraria I could have seen actually being like, I mean, obviously it's much more now, but at one point I could see it as being like a Super Nintendo game or something like that. The fuck are these? Is this a shipwreck? Dragon, I'm trying to fucking... Things are bad right now. Alright, I'll read what you said in a second. I haven't streamed much recently either, and so reading chat has been hard for me. This is very difficult. You know, like Vinny was talking about it the other day. I know I'm like amazing at Minecraft, and this gameplay is extremely interesting. What did you say? Which vinyl should you get? I got kerosene. You can get whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy. Ah, yes. Did I bring a water breathing potion with me? Of course I fucking didn't. If you like both of them, buy both of them. Got this fucking paper. I don't really need string. I got a lot of bullshit I don't need. How many torches do I have? 26. Could do this. Freeze up a spot. I should probably just toss the carrots. You know what I should do, actually? They're gonna be stone here. There we go. Just gonna do some cooking here on this island. I want it to also not be fucking nighttime anymore. What else can we throw in this hole? Yo, what's up, Kane? Am I going to too many games? I wish I were. I might go like next year or something. I don't live on the East Coast anymore. I live in California, so it's a little bit harder for me to like plan that. Sorry, I was just stretching. I might go next year. It's just something I'd have to plan way more in advance than I did. Fred and John, you mean Direboard John? Because my name's John too. Not John 2 as in like the number 2, but fuck this. I'm gonna go do shipwreck. Look at my meat later. Am I enjoying my stolen bread? Yes. I am, as a matter of fact. Fuck, this is gonna be a pain without potions. Oh, that's a lot of iron. Oh, there's my phone. Is that a creeper? What the fuck was that sound? Wonder if that's everything. I've never seen a shipwreck this big. Like a cargo hold in here. Potatoes, poisonous potato. I ain't never seen one of these. I don't need fucking potatoes. What am I doing? Good thing this isn't too deep. Otherwise, this would be a lot harder. Did I get this one already? Feathers. Buried treasure map. Fuck potatoes. Poison potatoes are useless. What potion are they for? I don't need oak stairs. Oh, I'm actually close to the... no, I'm not close to it, but... I'm kind of close to it. Dee-doo. They're just shitty food. Be gone. There's probably one more chest in here. Or maybe not. I don't think your vinyl is gonna come broken, dude. I mean, no, I already got this one. A neon sign and a vinyl are two different things. I'm not gonna trash talk Ownage. Their stuff's fine. I just like... The whole neon sign thing probably could have been handled better. It's cool, though. I like my sign. I still have to find a good place for it. Will this map fill in? So maps don't fill in if you're not holding them, right? Let's dual fist it. I don't need to bring this furnace with me. I want to go this way. Oh yeah, we're pretty. It must be this island. Nice. I've been wanting one of these Heart of the Seas for a while. It's very convenient. It's very close. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So, like around here somewhere? I'm pretty sure it is a guaranteed Heart of the Sea in a buried treasure. Yeah, there's always one that has 100% chance to spawn. That's actually a very, very nice chest. Could make a joke out of that, but we won't. Do I need this fish though? Or this single gold bar? Not really. Okay, that's cool. I think I should probably go back to my base now. I'm gonna keep the buried treasure map. I'll hang it up in my house. I like doubling up on the maps. Yeah, probably a good idea to go clear out my inventory. Let's see, how long have I been playing? Like 2 hours? I'll still probably play a little bit more. I do want to play something else today, though. Yeah, this ocean biome is still pretty decent sized, it seems like. The fuck was that? Sounded like a rat. It's a sea rat. Doing 8 hours, so I mean, see, that's the thing. Hello. What's this? This isn't sponges, is it? This is coral. Right? Yeah. Never seen a reef before. I like this song too. Oh, you need Silk Touch for it? I do have one sponge that I got from the Underwater Palace place. It's gonna be annoying, but I'm gonna go back and forth to fill in the map. What's up, fish? Oh, it dies. Yeah, I still need to get like a second pickaxe set up with Silk Touch. Yeah, I'd like to get the outline of this coastal area before I go back. Oh, yeah, I came from over here, right? Kind of. I wonder if I forgot to change back my encoder preset, because my CPU is using like 40% for encoding, which seems like a lot for using a lower encoding setting. I had it cranked up really high for the that CGI stream that I did not that long ago. Maybe I forgot to turn it back down. Or it just could be 1080p 60. Maybe this game is like really noisy and it needs a lot more CPU to encode or something. Have I gotten robot voice at all this stream, like loading into areas or anything like that? Because I can't really tell. I have 0 dropped frames, so. Not that you noticed it? Alright. As I say that, the game fucking freezes out. Yo, oh, I thought those were like underwater skeletons for a second. I gotta check on my baby turtles too. Not since you joined an hour ago. Alright. Man, I love these big ocean biomes. This is so cool. Maybe it's just because I haven't played in a long time, but I don't remember like there ever being shit like this before. There were still oceans, they were just small. Yo, what's up, Whittler? Yeah, the auto-generated captions. Fuck auto-generated captions. They're so bad. But that's why I turn them on, because they're kind of funny sometimes. It's not Twitch that does them, it's Microsoft. Yeah, I was about to say what was that link, that YouTube link, but I figured it was something not related. So if I clicked on it, it would probably just be like, oh, okay. And then I'd probably robot too. And I'm also full screen right now, so. What is it? Minecraft Horror Story. Minecraft Squad. That's cool. You don't have to talk. I mean, that's fine. People can put YouTube links in chat. I don't care. Yeah, I wish Chatty had an option for YouTube preview links. They might at some point. Who knows? Brown bricks. Also, Nefarious, yes, this is the same shader pack that Vinny was using, but I fixed the water on it. Because his was, the water was broken, so it was just like totally clear. Look at that bright ass sun. Yeah, I'm a Minecraft expert. Yeah, Dragon had this awesome thing where he fucked up the Java file associations and couldn't install Optifine no matter what we did, like even like uninstalling Java and reinstalling Java and like uninstalling the game and reinstalling the game. Optifine on its own isn't pointless though, Dragon. Especially if you're playing on a laptop, actually playing with Optifine is way better than just playing vanilla. You did something wrong. Otherwise, it wouldn't have not installed like that. We had to manually, like, go into the Optifine installer and, like, copy the files into, like, the app data directory and then, like, create a new profile and point it to Optifine and shit like that. It was a pain. Yeah, I don't get why Mojang doesn't hire them either. Alright, we're home. Look at that accurate reflection. Apparently, I looked into the ray tracing or the path tracing version of SEUS also, and apparently, even if you have like a 2080 Ti, it runs at like maybe like 20 or 30 FPS. The fuck was that? How did my chickens get out here? There will be no escape from the island. Here comes the frame drop. Did you guys miss me? What a beautiful sunset. Oh, I did throw eggs into the sea. But they wouldn't have... I only threw 2 eggs. I really doubt that they would have just both become... That they both would have become... chickens. Let's check on our turtle eggs. I can't get up. Okay, well, they haven't hatched yet. Ow. What the fuck, man? I threw 2 dozen? No, I threw 2 dozen into the lava. I didn't throw 2 dozen eggs into the ocean. Look at the sheep gyration. The herd must be cold. Alright. Is there a way to see what mods I'm running? I'm not running any mods, actually. I'm just using the SEUS renewed shaders. That's it. No mods. Alright. I don't need this shit anymore. This shit. Let's see. Do I have enough of the things for the Heart of the Sea thing? I don't even remember what it makes. Where did I put those shells? 6. Don't I need... I probably need 9 shells. I don't even know what the fuck the conduit does. I just know that I can make it. If you put carpet on a fence, you can jump on it. Oh, really? That's handy, actually. Alright. Don't need this shit. It's a water buff. Well, that'll be helpful for doing the shithole. You know what I'm talking about. The fortress thing. Is this gonna burn? Hope not. You're in the way. How did I get 2 chickens in here? Where's my upside down chicken? Okay, Grum is over here. He's fine. You're not allowed. This is a sacred area. I'll put my other treasure map. Sure, whatever. Yeah, I want to make that conduit thing, but I guess I need more shells. Oh, yeah. But for the shells, I need, I could probably go to, Homeboy at the village and get them. But it was like 5 per shell, right? So I'd need, a little bit more emeralds. I could bring books and sell the books. And the paper that I have. 8 Nautilus shells? Yeah, oh, 8. No, so I can do it with how many I have. There's so much shit. So do you have to, like, hold the conduit to get the benefit from it? You need prismarine or seal. Wait, so what does it actually do? Is it like summon a boss or something? You need to build a structure underwater. I mean, I have a source of prismarine and sea lanterns. Wait, so you don't hold it, you place it, and it gives you benefits. Is that what I'm seeing? Proximity based. It's a sea beacon. Yeah, like a beacon. Oh. Okay, so, well, maybe it's not as much as a priority as I thought. I mean, it'll still be cool. I still want to get it. My shit is not organized well at all right now. Super useful for doing underwater builds, which I might do at some point. It would be cool to make like a big underwater thing that comes out of my island. I don't need to... I'm not bringing a fucking saddle with me again. We're gonna toss some eggs. Sure, whatever. Rip chicken. Do I hear the lambs? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's burn through another stack of eggs. I only have 1 sponge right now. Huh. But there is a underwater temple monument, whatever they're called, nearby. I only killed one of the big guardians though, so I have 2 more I need to kill. But those shits are so fucking annoying, especially with that debuff that they have. That's why I made so many water breathing potions. I'll do that in a bit. I want to do sleep because I had those fucking bird things attacking me. Guardians, I feel like the easiest, probably the easiest way to take out Guardians is with a bow and arrow, right? Because then you don't get fucked up by their thorns. Alright, goodbye my children. You can't shoot underwater? Arrows fly like 2 blocks. What about crossbow? Does crossbow work underwater? Because I have crossbows. Goodbye, my woolly friends. You don't know about crossbow? Alright, well. It's just... Oh, trident. Yeah, how do you get tridents? Can you craft those, or are those only found? I forgot tridents were a thing. Isn't there like a unique trident enchantment too that like makes it come back to you? Only looted. Rare drop from drowned. Oh, well it's a good thing they always come to my fucking island at night then. I forgot to bring the shit with me to make a new map. Whatever. We're still filling out this one. 100% want to enchant it. Look, my boat is back. Whatever. Okay. I didn't even break. It just went through the ground. Oh, I forgot to show the enchantment table. I was going to show it to Lenny, but I don't know if Lenny went back to sleep. Isn't it early for Australians right now? I don't really know. Time is relative. Oh, Lenny's awake. Alright, we weren't talking smack. There you are. Give me these. Thank you. If I can find that cartographer too, I can give him some paper. If he even wants my paper. This dude doesn't want my paper. So I still don't get like who came up with like some of the trade prices for shit in this game. Wow. Yeah, like 7 emeralds for an empty map. Like what? Why? Anyways. It's random. I remember trading being even worse earlier on. It's just like actual emeralds, finding them underground makes them very rare. I'm going the wrong way. So like you can get the more reliable source of emeralds is shit like I was doing, like just giving shit tons of paper and like other stuff that's really easy to get. Like that's the thing is that emeralds, like if anything, I think trading it should be like iron nuggets, gold nuggets, and then emeralds, like 3 types of like currency for trading. And like the iron and gold nuggets get you like shitty items, and the fucking and like emeralds get you the really rare shit. Like the Nautilus shells, or like I don't fucking know. but like trading like 3 emeralds for an iron lamp, like an iron lamp is not hard to make. Like, so I don't know. It's like I figured that would have been something that would have been fixed in like that villager update. What shader is this? This is Seuss Renewed 1.0. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason, like, to me, if I had been in charge of the villager rework, I would have added a bunch of unique items that are unique only to trading, and I would have added, like, there's another boat over there. Do I keep leaving boats at this island? I would have added unique items to, like, the trading pool that you only get from traders. And I mean, granted, there are some things that like melon seeds, for example, are something that like when you see that at a trader, you're like, oh shit, I want that, because those are hard to find a lot of times. Or things like that, or having like unique armor or cosmetic item or something like that, like the capes. I don't know if capes are still in this game as something you can actually like find in survival. And then you have like tiers of currency, because it makes a lot of sense. Like the iron and gold nuggets don't get that much use anymore. I mean, they have more uses now, but like to me, that's like, you know, your nickels and your dimes, or your quarters and your, or whatever the fuck are your nublets, your nuggets, and then your emeralds are your like dollars, or your 20s, your Benjamins. Your big Benjamins are the your emeralds. Where the fuck am I going? So the underwater palace place is over here. The Elytra thing, I've never gotten that or seen that. You need to beat the end for that, right? And also, here's another question for strongholds, because that's like in my list of things to do right now. Finding a stronghold is pretty high up there. There's no visual surface cues for strongholds, are there? Or they're like towers and stuff. Mending and unbreaking. Oh, you're talking about enchanting the wings, or whatever the fuck they're called. No, just ender pearls. Are strongholds still always attached to dungeons? Yeah, this is where the fucking place is. They're not attached to anything by nature. See, I feel like when strongholds were first introduced, they were always attached to, or maybe that's just the whole if they generate into a dungeon, you'll find a dungeon. Dungeons and mines are different things, right? Yes, okay, because I found some mines. Mine diamonds. Mine shafts are way easier to find, yeah. Let's see if we can find anything interesting over here. I think over here was where that village was. Yeah. Yeah, I've already found mine shaft. That's where I got all like my minecart tracks and stuff like that for my mines, was just taking them from an existing mine shaft. Yeah, mossy cobblestone was always a reason. Giant taigas spawn mossy cobblestone now? That's interesting. I like that they keep adding more decorative blocks, and that they change like the stone cutting table. I think is a really cool feature to have, to make it easier to make decorative blocks and stuff like that. Damn, OBS is using fucking 44% of my CPU right now. Make an accurate to life Starship Enterprise. Someone already did that. That's like one of the oldest fucking Minecraft videos I've seen on YouTube. And it's in like the crustiest resolution ever. Some kelp over here. Can I get out? Just seeing if there's anything weird. Was back from I have a Minecraft documentary on DVD that I think I helped like kickstart or something. And it's definitely in there. I know that. It was a good documentary. I don't know if they like put it just straight up on YouTube ever. Is that another shipwreck? Dolphins lead you to treasures if you feed them raw cod. Is that real? Looks like 2 little shipwrecks over here. I should have brought water breathing potions with me. Suspicious stew, huh? It doesn't stack. Whatever, I'll take everything here. My phone, please. Found some underwater stew. Huh, I guess there's nothing else in here. Is this a seed? No, I mean, it's just a random, why am I taking screenshots? Does seed show up on this screen? No, it was just random, but it's a really cool, I'm really enjoying this seed, which is the reason, like, I think I've stuck to playing it so much is because I started on that island that my base is on, and it had very few resources. And everything's just been, like, big ocean so far, and I'm really enjoying it. Can't see my map. When dolphins are fed raw cod or raw salmon, they will swim to the nearest shipwreck or underwater ruins because they are locating the chests in the structures rather than the structures themselves. Piss off. So if these guys have a trident, I'll probably actually see it, right? Oh, there's a lot of them. They will throw it at you repeatedly. I mean, good XP. Oh, this isn't a shipwreck. It's just grass. But that other thing was a shipwreck. Was that gold? These zombies just carrying around gold? Look at all these motherfuckers. What do you want? Tridents hurt a lot. Weird that I've never seen one with a trident then, because again, these dudes just like roll up right next to my base and bug the shit out of me. Alright, let's see, where are we? Probably turn and fill in our map a little bit more. Let's see if there's anything on this island. If a normal zombie goes into the ocean long enough, they become a drowned. That's interesting. I like the drowned. I liked that they added, you know, more shit. Oh, hello. Is this a mushroom biome? Yo, this seed is fucking sweet. The fact that my, like, nether portal goes straight into a stronghold. The fact that there's a mushroom island fucking right here. Yeah. I don't have a way to mark it. I mean, I know where it is. It's not like it's that far from my base. So why would I actually want to make a base in a mushroom biome, though? I mean, other than it being cool and, like, making a mushroom palace. Hello. No mobs. Take the coordinates with F3. Just, I mean, I know where it is. No hostile spawns in mushroom biomes. Oh, that's interesting. How the fuck could I tell, like, that it was a mushroom biome? You know, all these cows. I forget, do the mushrooms do anything, else special? This seems like a big-ass mushroom biome. Look at all of them. For soup. You could shear mushrooms off of them. Isn't it supposed to be an island? It looks like it's attached to the main shit over here. I'll just put a bunch of... That looks... I must have been over there. I'll just put a bunch of torches for now. It should be an island. Maybe there's like a super tiny disconnected part of it. I don't have my buckets. I could have brought... I like making lava beacons for shit I want to see from far away. Oh. Yeah, some grass here too. That's weird. That's surprising. Yeah, if you want, how can I see the seed? Is there a way to see the seed? F3 plus Q, maybe? Type /seed. I think I have chat turned off. That's the seed. If you want to play on this map, where you start on an island. Again, actually starting on this map kind of sucks. Because you start on an island with 1 tree, a chicken, and 2 sheep, and that's pretty much it. Where did I leave my boat? No. You can milk mushrooms for a mushroom stew? That's cool. Does it give you the bowl and everything? Or do you have to milk them with a bowl? Oh, I forgot looting was even a prefix or a suffix for enchanting. Yeah, it looks like it's just connected to this other island. Yeah, they're straight up connected. Highly recommend you don't shear the mushrooms. Do they not grow back their shroomage? What is this? This must be lava. I don't think I've been over here before. I have been off my island a few times to do shit, but... some turtles. This has got to be lava, right? Yeah. And I'm stuck on my boat. Yes, hello. The lighting looks so nice. Lenny, your computer could probably handle this shader pack easily. If you want to install it, I can later on help you do that. Yeah, my fucking boat's gone again. Unless it's just like actually here somewhere. I guess not. Nice. Well, I gotta make a new boat. Reloading solves it? Yeah, well, I don't want to reload. Oh, look at that sunrise. Yeah, look at that mushroom biome over there. That's a lucky find. I still have, yeah, I have wood and shit. Minecraft is definitely, I'd say, like the way the game's designed, night is definitely like designed to be frightening and difficult early on in the game. But as soon as you have full armor and items, like most stuff isn't really that threatening anymore. Even like the creepers, I can just stand still and tank the creeper hit and not really have to worry about it. But yeah, early on, I mean, early on a skeleton I think kills you with only 3 arrows. Phantoms suck. What are phantoms the flying thing? If you get a bed, you can... Well, that's the nice thing about this spawn. The fact that there were 2 sheep at the very beginning is like, it made it very easy to get a bed early on. There was also, in the cave that I built my house in, there was iron right away at the very beginning. So I had iron for shears and some other shit like right away. Look at all those flowers over there. Man, I really wish I could find a jungle though, to be honest. Swamp over here. Or I don't know, is this technically, it looks like a swamp biome. Maybe we can get some goo. There are a couple of swamps near me. Get some gamer goo. Some cool ambient sounds there. Do the slime, if there are slimes in a swamp, do they only spawn at night? Or do they spawn whenever? Just get out. Slimes don't spawn in swamps anymore thanks to terrain generation being mean to them now. They're flagged to spawn here, but it's still ass at night, but the elevation is too high. Yeah, so technically couldn't you just dig a cave out underneath a swamp biome and have slime spawn in there? Kind of how you would in a slime chunk? Because I'm pretty sure... What the fuck was that? Slime chunks are still a thing, right? This is a big swamp. Is that a pink sheep? It's a pink sheep. If you dig the swamp biome down 10 blocks, it works. I mean, there was a period of time where... Because, like, I've never really done creative mode. I've used creative mode to, like, plan out redstone mechanisms before, but I don't really play creative ever. But, like, you know, if you're doing a redstone build that has a lot of, like, sticky pistons and stuff like that, pink sheep is the rarest natural color. Man, this is, like, the luck this is the luck seed. Seriously, like, the mushroom, again, if you weren't here earlier, there's there's a nether portal right next to my house that goes straight into a stronghold with a bunch of blaze spawners. Look at those chickens over there. That's a cool looking little swamp mound. So yeah, doing slime farms. The way I always did it was just I used a tool to find the slime chunks. And I know that's kind of cheating, but maybe they should just make slime not suck spawning wise. The hardest thing is lighting up all the nearby dark areas to optimize the spawn rate. Isn't there's a specific spacing, right? I always remember doing a specific spacing for torches and stuff, and they'd spawn pretty regularly. Yeah, I've never been over here yet. That's cool looking. I love shit like that. Those fucking cows in the distance. What is this biome technically? Mountains. Yeah, that makes sense. Gooigi. I'm conflicted about the Gooigi character. Like what? Like why first? And what second? Gooigi is canonically edible. Well, I mean, I do like edibles sometimes, but there's some fucked up lighting. I guess it wouldn't be that hard to get like cows like these back to where my base is, but I'm fine with my sheep and chicken setup right now. Yeah, I guess maybe someone asked. They were like, "Can I eat Gooigi?" And they were like, please understand, we want children to not eat Gooigi, but please understand that Gooigi is non-toxic and is intended to be played with by children." That's what Nintendo officially said. I didn't really finish talking about E3. I just talked about like Final Fantasy VII Remake for a few minutes and then stopped. Doom Eternal looks cool. Honestly, most of the shit, like Carry On was cool. There were a few indie games that I was interested in. To be honest, not a ton of stuff. I was kind of disappointed. I mean, I was disappointed by pretty much all of the events. First off, I was disappointed Sony didn't even bother going. I think I understand from a business standpoint. I think I understand what they're doing, and they wanted based off of like the last time there was a big console reveal, they had an advantage because like Microsoft went first, I'm pretty sure, with revealing the Xbox One, and they made a bunch of mistakes, and Sony used that to their advantage to be like, yeah, we can do the game shit, like that stupid commercial they had where they were like, here's how you share a game, and like you just handed a game back when Xbox One was gonna make you like, what was it gonna be? It was like once you used a game in your console, like it registered the key and you weren't gonna be able to share games or some dumbass shit. I don't know what the fuck Microsoft was thinking. Anyways, I think Sony was probably like, well, we barely have any games coming out. We're already planning, look at those llamas over there. We're already planning on, you know, doing the PlayStation 5. Probably most of their development efforts are on their next generation console stuff. And since they aren't going to be able to show gameplay, they're not going to show anything. Like, they're just going to completely hold back, and they're going to wait for Microsoft and Nintendo to play their cards first. So that's a thing in business. I mean, there's an advantage to being the first to market and because you can generate hype and you can be like, look, we're the first ones here with our next gen shit. And it's so good. That can be a strong position to have. But at the same time, it also lets your enemies analyze, you know, what you're doing and see like, okay, well, how can we plan around this? Like, what's Microsoft going to do? How can we make it, how can we make our shit even cooler or stand out more or something like that. So I get it was probably a strategic thing for Sony, but it also was kind of like a bitch move. And I, it was like, yeah, we're just not going to show up and like whatever, make whatever excuse for it. What do these guys like to eat? E3's last year for Sony too was like super disappointing. Like I'm sorry, but in this day and age, doing a conference where you show like 4 games is like, what are you even doing here? Like, come on. And everything about their maybe that was something, maybe it was like higher up, but they still didn't even have like a direct type thing. Last year was so bizarre because it was like, we have 4 games to show and we're going to move the entire audience from one venue to another in between it. And we're going to just like talk for 20 minutes awkwardly about the like non-game shit we just saw. Like so let's talk for 20 minutes about that one trailer we saw. Oh, wow. It sure was cool, wasn't it? Yes, it was. And now everybody's getting so excited. They're walking across the street. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? I have no idea what they were doing. Devolver's thing, see, it's funny. I think it's getting a little played out. And it's also, I get that they're operating on like different levels of irony and shit. But like, their whole thing is like this anti-corporate gaming thing. And Devolver has slowly been turning into like the corporate indie publisher. Like, they aren't huge, but if you look at their library of games, I remember when Devolver was much smaller and it was basically like just Hotline Miami and like a couple other things. Uh-oh. 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 I wasn't here. It's not good. Yeah, this forest is lit. So like Devolver in a way is kind of becoming exactly what they're preaching against, and I think they know that. This looks really cool though. This is like Vinny's spawn point. And I think they kind of know that in a way. And like at this point, like it's cool. Like the skit things are cool. Ripping off the Nintendo Direct thing was an interesting choice in my opinion. I wasn't expecting that, but I also I don't think I found it as funny as maybe other people did. Devolver showed some cool games though. Like that Carrion game is actually something I've been following the developer for that game on Twitter for a while. And like, I'm actually very excited for that game and have been for quite some time. I didn't even know it was going to be Devolver published until they announced it at the show. So that was a cool surprise, but I was interested in that game without E3. So, yeah, I don't know. I know they're trying to do like I don't mind the violence, and most of their jokes I don't mind, and the references I don't mind, but it's one of those things like where it's borderline, haha, gamers, we get it, don't you? Like a fellow kids type of thing, where it's like, yeah, we know what's up, and I think they're aware of that, and that's the thing is you really can't do that kind of thing and not be self-aware. I don't think it detracts from their presentation, though. I mean, they still have cool games. Ooh, that would have been bad to fall in there. And Devolver, that's Devolver's shtick, is they're like, we're the badass indie publisher. But, like, if you look at the schedule thing, too, it's weird because, like, Devolver had twice as many games at the show almost than EA did, and EA is a massive publisher, which is kind of falling apart too, I feel like. But like when you have a bigger presence than like the big companies that are doing their own events, like it's kind of hard to do the whole let's poke fun at like the corporate entities, because like we are too at this point, you know. I didn't think that made it bad. It was just like I think there was more novelty to the skits and the shit that they did like a year or two ago. And now it's getting to the point of like, you know, maybe do something a little more original next time. I do think the Devolver bootleg thing was cool and funny, and they probably should have focused more on that. Whoa, you're a weird looking zombie. Is that a zombie villager? Hey, look at this cool lag. That was neat. I love lag in single player. Is that it? So that looks like a zombie cartographer. Oh, I gained a level. So Devolver, I just hope next year maybe they do something a little bit different, because if you do the same thing 4 years in a row, like eventually they're gonna unironically have a presentation where they're like just making fun of themselves, basically, because it's like, haha, it's time for our ultra violent, you know, tongue-in-cheek presentation again, guys. Or some other company is just gonna come along and like make fun of what Devolver does. I don't know. I'm not saying it in like a bad way, but Bethesda was a disappointment. That Ghostwire Tokyo game looked kind of interesting, but like it's one of those things where like, see, Nintendo understands E3 at this point, and it's like show the game and gameplay, and like every once in a while for like your big titles you can have a one-off like cinematic trailer to be like, hey, this game is coming eventually. But like that was my biggest problems with Microsoft's conference, is that like Microsoft, there was so many games where I'm like, what the fuck even is this? Like I see, here's the thing, like Elden Ring, for example, like, you know, it's easy to get hyped for it because it's a From Software game, but like fucking nothing happened in that trailer. And it, oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. I was actually very disappointed by the Elden Ring trailer. Partially that was, you know, my own fault, because I knew that I had read about the leak of the game and like the George R.R. Martin stuff. But like that trailer was extremely underwhelming. I mean, most of From Software's reveals are pretty underwhelming, to be totally honest. Yeah, the shader was fucking with their transparency. It was kind of a weak reveal, and it like barely told you anything about the game. Like you learn more from the leak about the trailer than you did from the actual trailer. Like the trailer didn't even make it look like it was like a, oh, this is like Norse style Dark Souls RPG or whatever. It was just like hammering and some armor fuckers, and like that's it. Yeah, Sekiro did the same thing, but see, that's the difference is I give that a little bit of a pass because that was a Video Game Awards trailer that they used to announce it. Oh, hello, little fella. It wasn't at E3. To me, E3 is like, show us your product that is like actually about like coming out soon that we can get excited for. Like, don't show me these CGI things. Like, there was another game, at Ubisoft. There were a few other ones. So I forget if it was Ubisoft or Bethesda. There was like this Crossfire X game, and it's like a Korean shooter, and like some other people talked to me about it and were like, oh, I know what that game is. I know what Crossfire is. It's like a free-to-play Counter-Strike Korean clone or something like that. And so you have this full CGI trailer of something that looks like a Battlefield game. The video games are no, they're not anywhere close to being bigger than E3. What are you smoking, Dragon? Smoking crack again, boy? What are these? That's new. So it turns into like one of those things where it's like, you know, you're showing me this shit. Like, so the Crossfire X game, they showed this trailer and it looked like it could have been Battlefield or Call of Duty, like a modern Call of Duty game. And then the trailer just like ends, and it was a long trailer, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, show me the game a little bit. Show me a little bit about what the fuck this is supposed to be. And no, it's same with that People Can Fly game, the people that made Bulletstorm. Like, they showed off, they're like, we're making a thing, and I'm like, is this a first-person shooter? Is this a third-person shooter? Is this a multiplayer game? Is this online? Like, I feel like trailer 101, how to make a bad trailer is to not explain your game at all. And just like, I mean, then you could argue too with like Death Stranding, like, and I'd actually say like Death Stranding's first couple of trailers were not that great because of the fact that it was just like, ooh, here's a bunch of weird mystery shit, but also just like the From Software trailer, like, we know Kojima and we know what kind of games he makes, so you can just kind of assume that it's going to be something like that, you know, like, so I guess like some developers maybe I'd give a pass because you kind of know what to expect from them. It's on Dragon, I'm an event that's like 3 or 4 years old that's meant for like people at home to watch. I guess maybe, yeah, for the casual consumer audience, the Video Game Awards is made, but that the Video Games Awards, first off, it's only existed for like 3 or 4 years. Second, it's like bought and sponsored out the ass. It's not a trade show. Like the point of a trade show, this is the thing about E3 that people don't understand too, is E3 really was never supposed to be about like, here, we're going to show all our new games to the public and announce all this stuff. It was for other companies to interact with each other. So like, if I'm a game developer, I go to E3 to find a publisher for my game. Like, that's what it's supposed to be for. And like, for them to announce, like, to their publicly announce for partners and stuff like that, this is what we're working on. This is what our future games are going to be and stuff like that. The Game Awards is just, I don't even know what to say about the Game Awards. I kind of hate the Game Awards, to be honest. Dorito Pup's fine, but I don't really like the Game Awards that much. I feel like it's literally worse than the Oscars. And fuck the Oscars, man. Still exploring here. We went off on a little bit of a tangent. So, Bethesda, they showed Doom. Here's another thing. If we want to talk about more shit that you fucking shouldn't pull as a developer or a publisher. Last year, 2 trailers, Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6. And they were very forward, and they were like, Elder Scrolls 6 isn't coming out for a long time. If they're going to say that, then you shouldn't make a trailer for it. I'm going to be honest, like, if they're like, yeah, this game might come out in like 2024, don't make that trailer. Just say in an interview, just be like, yeah, we're making it. We're going to make it eventually. We'll show you something interesting eventually. Don't worry about it. Like, don't do that cock tease shit. And then with Starfield, if that's what your like rumored game, like, people know what your next big like RPG game is, and you're Bethesda, and you show Starfield at one E3, if you just totally ignore it the next E3 and don't even fucking say a word about it on stage, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why? What? Like, they showed that like dumbass video with the satellite last year. This year, they should have shown at least something, because that's supposed to be their next Bethesda Softworks, like the actual, not Bethesda the publisher, but Bethesda Softworks. Like, that's their next big game. Like, I don't care how early it is in development. If you showed us something last year for it, that brief teaser, show us another brief teaser. Like, don't pretend like the game isn't happening because it's going to take away from Fallout 76 Battle Royale or whatever the fuck reasoning they had. I think it was a very strange E3 for Bethesda. And, you know, I love you, Todd, but what are you doing? Yeah, 76 did ruin Bethesda's entire dev cycle. I'd agree with that. I think really what they should have done with Fallout 76, if I were Bethesda, which I'm not, but you know, if I were Bethesda, first off, I wouldn't be an idiot, a big dumb. What I would have done with Fallout 76 is still, like, you know, they did the multiplayer experiment or whatever. It came out, it was shit, it didn't work well. I would have still supported it with, you know, a support team and have like the B team like working on adding content to it. But I would have literally been like, well, here's what Bethesda is known for. We're releasing all our development tools for Fallout 76 to the public. And here's a client so you can run your own Fallout 76 servers. Modders, have crazy, go fun. Have, what did I just say? Have crazy, go fun. Go crazy, have fun. Mod the game, run your own servers, do whatever you want with it. We're going to keep adding basic support and add a few new things. Instead of doubling down on this, like, yeah, it's like Fallout and it's an MMO and like, you buy shit from our cash shop. You know, like, that's the fucking dumb way to do it. And like, it's obvious that it's greedy. And like, your customers aren't stupid. They can tell that it's greedy, right? You know, like, nobody wants to buy your Fallout 76 skins when your games for decades have been about like modding and customizability that people can do on their own. Like, nobody wants to pay for that shit. Instead, make money by selling more games that people can modify and play with for a decade. Like, there was an interview recently where Todd was talking about how Skyrim, people still play Skyrim a ton. And he's like, you know, that's the legacy of our games. And that's one of the reasons Elder Scrolls 6 is going to take a long time, because we want to ensure we're making a game that people are going to play for a decade or whatever. And the reason, let me tell you, Bethesda, if anyone from Bethesda is watching this, the reason people play your games for a decade is because they can mod them and do crazy shit and have fun in them. If you limit them and you do shit like horse armor and do shit like the Atom Store, nobody's going to play your games for more than fucking like 6 to 8 months. So it just doesn't make any sense to me that they would think that pursuing, like, doubling down on the Fallout 76 thing is idiotic to me. To me, the smart thing would have been like, yeah, let's open it up to players, because players fix all of our shit anyways. Let's open it up to players and turn Fallout 76 into a truly like community player driven experience. It's not going to work out as the MMO we planned it to be. So, yeah, it could have been a Fallout 4 multiplayer expansion. You're right, Slycan. I think that had it released and been polished and not had all the greedy cash shop shit in it, I think it would have been fine. And it had NPCs in it. Like, if they made it act like an actual Fallout game just with multiplayer, I think it would have been fine for a full price release. But like, they tried doing this like weird hybrid like MMO light bullshit and like all this monetization stuff, and that to me is like really what kind of killed Fallout 76. Other than the janky shit. I mean, janky shit is to be expected. Janky shit is to be expected in a Bethesda game. Oh look, another shipwreck. But yeah, give the players Fallout 76, give them the modding tools, give them their own servers that they can host, and then fucking just walk away from it and focus on your next game and show something the next E3. Like, you know, it blows my mind that they would show something. This is kind of the same, at least Nintendo went forward and was like, with Metroid Prime 4, they were like, we're restarting development on it because it's not good right now. So I understand them showing the number 4 last year and then showing nothing this year. But it's wild to me. Like, I don't even want to give them a free pass for that. I think Nintendo should have shown shit for Metroid Prime 4 this year. I think it's stupid to like tease a game like that, announce it, and then pretend like it doesn't exist next year. And just be like, oh yeah, we're still working on it, don't worry. Like, show us where you're at then. Like, you're obviously further ahead than you were last year when you teased it. So, oh yeah. Give me those emeralds. Allium. Onions are alliums. You know, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's my entitled gamer opinion, is that, like, you shouldn't show something off like crazy early like that and then not expect people to be like, want to see it the next year. Yo, what's up, Snoodle? This isn't baby games. This is hardcore desert survival. Desert island survival game. I don't know what you're talking about. This is a sleeper indie hit. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this little old indie game called Minecraft. I don't think many people have heard of it. But yeah, so Bethesda gets a bad grade. Like, Doom Eternal, cool, looks fine. You know, I'm gonna play it. I'm excited for it. I haven't played any of the new Wolfenstein games. Mainly because I don't really... I think I played the demo of one of them, or I played through one of them. And I don't really like the shooting mechanics in them. They feel... It's just a super arcadey first-person shooter. Even though I know Doom is basically plays the same well. They're good-ish. Yeah. 1 and 2 have flaws. Yeah, Skeletoxin, that's what I'm saying. It's like Nintendo was like, yeah, we kind of restarted on we hit the reset button on Metroid Prime 4, so don't really expect anything for a while. And that's part of the reason why it bugs me that they even made a trailer last year. See, that's the thing that blows my mind. Like, we all know what Bethesda's dev cycles are like. They take a long time to make their games, and usually it's worth the wait. And like, I kind of feel like I'm a classic Fallout guy, right? So I like Fallout 1 and 2 a lot. And Fallout 3 and 4 are fine for what they are, same with New Vegas. But I think a lot of what made Fallout really good got lost from going from a turn-based tactical role-playing game to a first-person shooter. You know, I'll always stand by that. I think Fallout 1 and 2 are far superior than Fallout 3 or 4. I mean, maybe like Fallout Tactics or Brotherhood of Steel or something is better, but like, they're different games. But I wish Bethesda actually never got the Fallout series, to be totally honest, because they just turned it into Skyrim with guns. Do I like XCOM? Yeah, XCOM's alright. I played, the new ones were pretty decent. I didn't play a ton of, I played a lot of XCOM 2, I think. Enemy Unknown. What was it called? It's been a while since I played them. Yeah, I like turn-based games, turn-based strategy in general. Some I like better than others, but yeah, old 2 or new 2. I like both, actually. Old XCOM is really kind of hard to play because of the user interface. Yeah, there's Wasteland. Wasteland 3, I don't know how I felt about it. I played Wasteland 2. And if you don't know, and I think most people didn't know this, seeing it, the Wasteland games were kind of Wasteland was the precursor to Fallout, and it's made by like the same guy, same writer and everything like that. And they eventually made a Wasteland 2, which is a fairly recent game. And Wasteland 2 was pretty good, and it's very much more along the lines of original Fallout. So they just announced Wasteland 3, which is basically, I mean, if you like Fallout 1 and 2, that's kind of where you want to go. I didn't really like the trailer that much with the old miner guy. It was weird. And the whole Colorado setting, I guess, is cool or something. I don't really know. Cool town over here. Are these melons? The fuck is... Oh yeah, that's melons. Couldn't tell because of the lighting. Yeah, XCOM is bullshit sometimes, for sure. But yeah, Wasteland 3 looked alright. Wow. Wow, cool fucking house. Yeah, so that Wasteland 3 game is basically like new Fallout. At a paper space. Let's see, I don't need that shit. I'm gonna leave one of these suspicious stews. Yeah, this guy's. Wasteland 2 is what, if you wanted to try Wasteland out, you'd want to play Wasteland 2. You don't want to play the original one. The original one's from like 1989 or something like that, and it is extremely crusty. If you've never played Fallout 1 or 2, I definitely recommend those. Those are amazing games. But they're doing a remake of the original Wasteland actually, which looks really cool. Oh, there's a skeleton army over here. Okay. Okay, boys. Boys. Please. Oh, here we go. I'm lagging to my single player server. Best guy around says he likes Minecraft pornos. Well, you're watching one right now. It's kind of a weird thing, you know, they don't have, the block system doesn't allow for certain things. Let's just put it that way. Is that giant ravine, like, still here? Why is there water right here? More leather shit. Hey, water. So, yeah, Wasteland 3, actually, I might check out. Because 2 was alright. So I'm assuming they'll improve it. And I just like Chris Avellone. He's made some cool fucking games. Can we not do this, please? My fucking diamond helmet broke. I was hoping there'd be like a creeper over here that I could get shot. Oh my god, fuck.